What is up, people? Skywalker Hendrix here with another video for you guys today. I am looking at Star Wars The Black Series Clone Wars Obi-Wan Kenobi. This is a highly desirable figure. I think it is highly available, though, in my opinion. I've just seen a lot of people being able to pick this guy up. And the whole wave. I mean, I was able to get the whole wave within the span of 3 days. Well, 2 days, actually. I got Echo and Anakin one day. Very lucky. And then I found Obi-Wan today, actually. So at like 8 o'clock at night, 9 o'clock at night, I decided, I'm going to go see if they got Obi-Wan. Because I checked at my local Targets to see if they had any, and they only had Echo and Anakin. So went back tonight. They had Obi-Wan. This guy is like, I got so lucky with Anakin and Echo. I was like, you know what? I got so lucky with those guys, getting them way early. I think I was like the second person on YouTube to have a review out on them. And I got so lucky getting them early, and I was like, you know what? It's like I'm going to get those guys early, but then not get Obi-Wan, which for me personally, if I could only choose one person out of the wave, I mean, it'd be tied between Obi-Wan and Echo. And I feel like that's how it is for most people. We all want this Obi-Wan. We've been waiting for it. We have the Clone Commander Obi-Wan, which I will compare at the end of this video. But we all have that guy. Well, he is a kind of high-profile figure at this point, but everyone wanted this guy. This guy is just, he looks so good, and he's got that head sculpt that's just on point, which I want to compare because I feel like it looks different in a way, almost. Like, I don't know for sure, but I feel like it is almost different, but we will look at that later. This figure, I am so blessed. The Black Series gods have finally blessed me, as I'm not too I don't find exclusives that much, or I don't find figures in store that much, but I think Hasbro went all out in packaging these guys, sending them out in high quantity to Targets. They knew that they're highly desirable. They knew that the hype would be there. They knew people would go out and search for these figures. I think they fed off that, and they produced. I really do think they produced. I do give a hand to Hasbro for producing the quantity for these exclusives. I mean, yeah, there's always going to be those people that miss out. But for the most part, like, I never find figures in store. Like the last wave, the Hunter and Crosshair wave, I didn't find anywhere in stores. And this, I just have been able to find pretty easily. You just got to talk to an employee, give them the DCPI, and they go get it from the back. That's how it's happened with all three of these figures. But, love this wave. I mean, I had to get 2 of each, so I was lucky enough to get 2 of each character, too. So I got 2 Obi-Wans, 2 Echoes, 2 Anakins. Amazing. So I could, obviously, I'm keeping one on card and one displayed on the shelf. It's gonna look amazing. Can't wait. So happy, so blessed to have gotten these figures, of course. But this particular wave, and I wanted to talk about this in this video, this particular wave is very nostalgic for me, as I was like about 9-10 years old when Star Wars The Clone Wars came out, and I remember going with my mom to see the movie and picking up figures in this packaging specifically. I probably got this figure at some point in my childhood, and seeing it come back, that's why I had to get 2 of each so I could leave one on the card, because the card, it just looks so good, so nostalgic for me personally. I had to get one to keep on card, but I had to get one to open too, because these figures are amazing. So let's take a closer look at his packaging. Alright, and so on the front here we got The obviously you guys been looking at the whole video, but we got the window here with Obi-Wan, and we got his animated look right there, which this is based on. You know, it's a realistic take on that. We got the clone helmet as the card in the back there, looking very nostalgic. Personally, we got the 50th anniversary logo down there. Happy 50th anniversary to Lucasfilm. I don't think I've said that in a video yet, but happy anniversary. I mean, Lucasfilm, without you, there's no Star Wars. So, we got Clone Wars highlighted kind of on the back. Obi-Wan, no bio on these guys. Let's see what's down here. Yeah, it just says commemorate the first 50 years of Lucasfilm with figures inspired by Star Wars, The Clone Wars. And there's more there if you want to pause it and read it. You can do it right now. So I just love these. They slapped the fifth. I think it's given them an excuse to give us kind of figures that I don't think they would have given us before. I mean, we got those comic version figures, the Luke, the Jackson, of course, and then Darth Maul and Kirkanos, Carno Jax, whatever you want to call them. And then we got these Clone Wars. I mean, it's been a banger year. So, I know I'm rambling on. It's been 6 minutes of me rambling, but I love talking Star Wars. I love talking Black Series. So, I just ramble. So, with no further ado, though, let's take a look at Clone Wars Obi-Wan Kenobi. Alright, and for his accessory, just like Anakin, he came with his lightsaber, of course. Iconic. If you are lucky enough to have an Obi-Wan in your Black Series collection, you know this hilt by now, you know. Obi-Wan's hilt is actually, fun fact, one of my all-time favorite hilts. Probably Mace Windu and then Obi-Wan's hilt are my two favorite of all time. So, just really love his hilt. I mean, Luke's can fit in there too in Return of the Jedi and after because it's kind of the same design. I really like Luke's too, so they kind of are the same almost, but really love Obi-Wan's hilt. Really, some nice paint apps on there, as you can see. Not the greatest detail, but like, I don't know, this figure is amazing. Wait till you guys see it. So, with no further ado, let's look at Clone Wars Obi-Wan Kenobi. Alright, and here he is, Obi-Wan Kenobi from the Clone Wars. I mean, him and Anakin have been two of the most probably the two most, besides like, you know, Star Killer or Fives or, you know, but we got one half to Fives. We got Echo in the same wave. So we're halfway there, I feel like. They created the mold. You know, Hasbro, they're going to cash in on that mold. So get ready for a 5 soon. But Obi-Wan Kenobi is just looking so good. And I mean, I don't know, it'd have to be him. If I could only pick one figure from this whole Clone Wars wave, it would have to be him. He just looks so good. He's on that. He has aspects, I should say, of the new clone body that I absolutely love. And I know in my Echo video, I did say he was on the old clone body, but he is on the new clone body, as well as Obi-Wan Kenobi here. Parts of him, at least, so just love that. As the old clone commander Obi-Wan Kenobi was on the old clone body, which I do like, because if you just do a little work and Dremel out a little spot on these arms here, on the old clone body, you can get the range up. But anyway, let's take a look at him more closely. He's got that classic white armor, Jedi sigil on the side there, and this head sculpt. This is where I wanted to bring the other Obi-Wan, which I have right here, of course. Like, I don't know. Is it different or is it just me? It looks updated paint. Maybe he's more almost more color in the hair. But like it looks just a tad different. The eye color is different. Okay, it might be painted different. That's what I'm seeing here. It's painted different, which I kind of prefer this one. Not to be honest, like I kind of like this one a little more than this one, but this one's great. I mean, you gotta admit. I did see in some people's review it looked a little pink in my opinion, but mine looks really good. So let's go over articulation. He can look up very well, and him and Anakin do have great head articulation as he can look down like he can bury his chin. So that is great. Oh my goodness, the foosh. I need to like tag the foosh in this right now because he loves the head tilt, and this guy just he can be like oh, this is geeking me out because he's got so much head tilt right now. This is crazy. Uh so Anakin had good head movement, but this is nuts. I mean, like he can literally like almost lay his head on his shoulder. So like that's hilarious. It just makes me think of the Foosh because huge inspiration to me first of all. But he loves the tilt in the head. I can't wait to see his video on this guy. So looking forward to that because that made me think of him. So ooh, this guy looks so good. I just can't get over it almost. Like, he just looks really, really good. So happy I got two of these guys, one to leave on the card. And, like, I like doing that as well because, like, it always means, like, if this guy, like, something happens to him, I always have that extra, because he's such a banger. You just kind of have to get that backup. But anyway, the armor is just looking so clean on him. So let's take a look at his shoulder articulation. And this is the same thing that happened with Echo. If you watch that review, I kind of went into this. The armor coming up here makes this armor, which is on the new clone body, it should go over the top armor. But on this armor is raised up, so it's not going to go over that, and it's going to kind of bunch up almost. So that is just a weird thing that I think Hasbro needs to figure out why they did that. But nonetheless, I mean, you can get up that far. Unless you're going to do like some crazy poses, I feel like you don't need him to go up that far just like Echo. I mean, I explained that with Echo. I was kind of confused on their why they did that, but I know it's kind of like, how would you fix it in the first place? But anyway, I'm sure you can spin his arms all around. These arms are literally from the shoulder pad, like from the shoulder all the way. I mean, he does have butterflies in there, but from the shoulder all the way down, it is new clone mold, just with the Jedi sigil on the side. So, of course, we all know the new clone mold by now. He does get very good articulation. And he's got that up and down hilt. Or that lightsaber wielding hand. Very awesome. Loving that. That was missing on the Anakin in this wave. And, of course, you gotta watch out for those bands getting eaten up. I mean, just the first time bending that, it already kind of gouged it. But this guy's just looking... I can't get over. I mean, this wave gave me so much anxiety. I can't even explain to you guys how much I was fearing not getting these figures. And I love the Clone Wars. I mean, it goes like Return of the Jedi, Empire, Revenge of the Sith, Clone Wars for me. So it's like my fourth favorite Star Wars thing of all time. George Lucas made it, so it's on top of that list. So I love And I love Obi-Wan Kenobi. He's like probably, I mean, I always say Anakin and Darth Vader, which are the same person. But I always say them are my first, or like those guys are my favorite character. But Obi-Wan just like, he's on like a different level, I feel like, than a favorite character. He just is like a Star Wars. He just is Star Wars. Like, I don't know. Obi-Wan's just amazing. So, anyway, I could go on about Obi-Wan all day. So, let's look at this waist articulation. He does have very, very nice waist articulation, in my opinion. I mean, this is kind of like the new Jedi bodies where it's very you can just maneuver it in a lot of different ways. I mean, you could have him like totally looking crazy, but this articulation in this guy is amazing. This is like my essential Obi-Wan. Like, this guy was like the Obi-Wan for my prequel shelf, because I don't have Revenge of the Sith. Hoping for that new archive Revenge of the Sith. But anyway, this was like my guy for the shelf. Oof. Oof. He just knocked him out. I might have to do a head swap, but he just knocked him out. So the articulation is just so, it's so good. I mean, this guy's staying on my shelf for sure, but this looks so good. So good ab movement there. He's got the new clone legs, but I want to know what they did for these thighs, because those are not the new clone thighs. So he goes up about that far, probably further, but it hinders a little bit. He does go back about that far. He goes out really nicely, actually, because he doesn't have the hindering thigh plates on the new clone trooper, of course. So those kind of are really nicely articulated. This guy just is blowing me away with the articulation. You know, he's even better than the Anakin that is in this wave. I think he has better articulation than Anakin even. But one thing I want to mention, and I have seen people doing it, they have been cutting along this seam right here to split up that articulation. Of course, it's split in the back, but actually, if you cut right there along that seam, it is more accurate technically to the show. I don't know if I'm gonna go cutting right now. Like, this guy just looks too good to be like messing with, and I know I have an extra, but like, I want to keep him on card as long as possible. So I'm going to keep this guy as he is. But I know people have been cutting right there. So if you are good at that. And I know I've cut Obi-Wan's tunic before, but I just don't want to mess this guy up. I don't want to do anything that's going to mess him up. So this guy is just looking amazing. His knee does go up about that far, and there is a swivel at the knee and at the thigh up there. There is a thigh swivel right there, and it does swivel at the knee as well. And his feet go back about that far, and they do go, this one wants to stick a little bit. He does go, there we go, forward about that far. So, standard new clone body. Let's see if I can get this back. I mean, it's wanting to stay. I don't know. I'm gonna have to fix that quick. Alright, so that was just really tight detents, but this figure is absolutely amazing. Probably him and Echo are the two that really blew my mind on this wave. I mean, Anakin is really, really good too, and I don't have Hawk yet. I don't know if I'll get him, but Anakin, I have the three, the big three so far. So I think Anakin has the short end of the stick on articulation, and I don't know, this just looks really clean. The white and the beige, it's just unmistakably Obi-Wan Kenobi. The Anakin's likeness is a little weird. I mean, it's there, like it's unmistakably Anakin, but like I don't know, in the articulation, I just think this has a way better articulation than the Anakin, in my opinion. It looks way cleaner. Not to say, I'm not trying to say anything about the Anakin figure. Like, he is a 10 out of 10 figure, but this might be like an 11 out of 10 figure. Same with the Echo. Echo is like an 11.5 out of 10. Like, I don't know who I'd pick if I only had to choose one out of this wave. So, yeah, it's just, he's a banger right here. I mean, if you only have enough money to get one figure out of this wave, I'd probably say Obi-Wan. Especially if you love Obi-Wan. I mean, if you have a lot of Obi-Wans already, maybe get Echo, but like, Echo's really good too. So good. But this guy's, oof. He's a Jedi, come on. So, let's just do this. We'll compare him with Obi-Wan real quick. They are like, he's a little bit taller. I mean, the 2D Clone Wars Obi-Wan is just a tad taller. And I wonder why that is. I mean, there we go. They're really even now. So, and the white is just a tad, like this new one's just a tad more like eggshell white than this guy. So they look really good though. This guy will be earlier on my shelf, and this guy will be more towards Revenge of the Sith. Can't wait for that updated photo reel on the Revenge of the Sith Obi-Wan. Rumored to be coming in the archive line, so super happy about that. This guy just is looking absolutely amazing. I can't even stop talking about it. I mean, this video is getting long, and it's like I want him to say more. Like, he looks so good. So that is my review. 110% recommend this figure. Go out, hunt. The hunt is on the Clone Wars have. So go out, hunt. Don't get discouraged. Check multiple targets. Just go find these figures. They're absolutely amazing. We've been having an amazing year in the Black Series as it is. So it's just amazing. I'm so happy with where the Black Series is right now. So that is my review, and I will get him in a pose for you guys. Alright, and here is my pose for Obi-Wan. As you can see, he's flanked by Anakin Skywalker and ARC Trooper Echo, the two other bangers of this wave. I have not looked at Hawk yet, the pilot Hawk, but I don't know if I ever will. I just don't. He's not essential to my collection personally. So I had to get the group shot in here. Obi-Wan just looks amazing. The articulation on this guy, I mean, look at his lightsabers like straight out. And I just think the articulation is amazing. These guys look absolutely badass together. I mean, it's just Clone Wars. I mean, oh, it's so good. So that is my review for today. And go check out my other reviews on the other two flanking Obi-Wan. So I got my review on Anakin and Echo up already. And go check those guys out. They are very, very cool figures. So anyway, if you liked the video today, leave a like and subscribe. I know it was a long one. If you waited all to the end, I appreciate you guys immensely. So, yeah, leave a like and subscribe if you liked the video today. This is Obi-Wan, one of my favorite characters of all time in cinema history. He's just great. So, that is the video for today. and I'll see you guys in the next one.